Yo, Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Blade anime episode 2 review. I'm about to say episode 1, episode 2 review. And I must admit, oh man, this show is I love the pace of the show. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm really liking this show. I don't know. I can't wait for the next episode. I'm really curious about this. But let's get into this episode here, and basically we get to know this. We get to see the cops and stuff. We get to see more what's going on with how the world is and what's going on with this existence group and everything. So basically, we get this cop here, and his name is Sakomizu. We call him Mizu though. But Mizu, he's a cop, and he's a regular old cop. He wants to uphold justice and stuff like that. And he ends up getting a call, so he has to end up going to this place to go see what's going on. And for some reason, one of his partners or whatever was always there first before him, so he's always wondering how the heck he's always doing that. So when he was just standing there looking around and everything, he's seeing Blade, and he's all Blade like this, looking all with his glasses and stuff, and then he ends up disappearing. And then his partner's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing." So he ends up investigating the room and seeing what's going on with these girls disappearing. A bunch of girls keep disappearing around the town for some reason. So they are trying to investigate what's going on and stuff, but they couldn't find any leads. So with that, they ends up getting this call about some people are getting jacked up, and like some ruckus is going on because Blade's basically kicking the crap out of these people that work with it for existence. So he ends up hearing this call. He didn't hear all that, but he ended up hearing this call. He ends up going over there, ends up seeing all these people jacked up, so he pulls out a gun, and he ends up checking and like, what the heck? And he ends up killing this guy when he turns on fire. And so Mizu's like, how the heck? What? It's like turned into flames all of a sudden. And he's like, oh my god, it's a black guy with a black coat on too. That's I was like, come on, man, come on. But he's black for real, so I'm not even gonna say anything. But it was pretty funny he said that. But yeah, so that all happens and everything, and then he ends up taking Blade ends up taking Mizu hostage, and ends up making him drive him to the police station. And Mizu's like, what? You just kill all these people, so you gonna turn yourself in? And he keeps asking who is he, and Blade ain't saying anything. He's just sitting there, he's all looking all serious, like, let's do this thing, crap. So he ends up having the handcuffs on him and bringing him Blade in and everything. So he's like, wow, okay, what's going on here? So Blade ends up coming into the chief's office and everything. They end up trying to shoot Blade, and then Blade's taking the bullet and then breaks the handcuffs and ends up kicking their butts. It's like, for some reason, he can kick hard, because when you kick someone, they fly. But then he ends up telling basically Mizu everything that's going on right now, about the existence group, about them having the tattoos on them and crap and all that stuff. So yeah. So Mizu basically gets pulled into this crap, and he's like, man, this is just like, what the heck's going on? So even the police is in this, because the police, basically the head chief and stuff is all in this, and it's like, wow. So all these people are just like betrayals and whatnot. And so then Blade and Mizu ends up going to this place to go stop the girls from disappearing, because they end up finding where it is. And so with that, Blade ends up seeing this dude, and his name is Tanaki or something like that. I don't really give a crap what his name is. He died in this episode, but he ends up being here, and he's basically sucking the blood of the humans. The humans are actually still alive. They're in these pod thingies, and for some reason he has to keep them alive in order to drink their blood, because otherwise they're not really good resources for that. So yeah, he has like infinite amount of blood, so all long as he get these girls. And yeah, so with that, Blade asks where Deacon Frost is, and he's all saying he left town or whatever. And then he ends up chasing down that dude, and then Blade ends up telling Mizu to go free the girls. And Mizu was trying to free the girls and everything, but these freaking cats end up trying to attack him. But then Makoto ends up coming, or Motoko, I think his name is Motoko. Yeah, Motoko ends up coming, and she ends up saving his butt and saving that girl that he just saved out of that pod. And they end up getting everyone out of there in time and everything. And then Blade ends up facing against that dude, and apparently these vampires, some of these vampires can end up transforming, and their transformation is called Sekon. So they're just like Sekon transformation. So they have certain vampires only have that though, which is they're like a new breed that can do that kind of stuff. So with that, he ends up transforming into this like pantherish looking tiger thing that can swim in water really, really well, and ends up trying to beat up Blade. But Blade ends up beasting on that fool and just slicing him through, and it's like, ooh, so he cuts like butter. But yeah, he ends up killing him, and then that dude's like, I'm not gonna die alone, ends up pressing his button on his belt, and then ends up blowing the whole place and stuff. And then Makoto ends up coming over there to Blade's like, we're not finished yet. You know, you killed my father. I'm gonna take you out and stuff. And I'm like, come on, stop. You like, he's gonna hold a grudge against this dude. I mean, dang. Blade's like, because Blade started blowing up. He's like, well, you know, we don't got no time for this. So he ends up going into the water, trying not to get hit and stuff. And he ends up leaving. And then Mizu ends up leaving too. He ends up getting all the girls out of there just in time for the place blows up and everything. And then so that was happy ending and everything, right? Like, you know, everyone saves, and his partner came. He's like, man, I heard what happened and stuff. He's like, you know, all that stuff, all that crap going on. He's like, yeah, I had a close call and everything. And then like when they're talking, it's like all of a sudden his freaking partner's like, oh, don't worry, you know, you heard you don't worry about any of this stuff. Just forget everything you heard, everything you seen. Just go along with your life. You have a daughter, don't you? You know, it'd be a shame if she couldn't go to her next birthday, because her birthday just happened. You know, it's like we'd be ashamed we can't go to her next birthday. So why don't you just forget about everything? And then Mizu trying to be all cool and like, psh, it's like, no, I'm gonna listen to your rules. I got work to do. And it's just like, you know, it's kind of selfish. You know, what happens if your family really gets in trouble then, huh? What are you gonna do then? You know, you gonna call Blade? I mean, what you gonna do? This is like, you know, that's kind of messed up at the same time. That was a cool moment. So I mean, like, I can't hate on him. So yeah, I ends up doing that. So I end up being like, oh my god. I kept saying that, like, when I heard that. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. That guy's a traitor too. But yeah, so, you know, this is a really good episode and really good show so far, and I'm really liking this. So, you know, tell me in comments and stuff, like, how are you liking the show so far after 2 episodes? And yeah, you know, rate me, you know, subscribe to my channel. You know, I'll be making more reviews. And it's been the Breakmaster. It's been Blade Anime Episode 2 review. And yeah, until next time, break out.